she's going to bring greetings for us this morning. So Morgan, take it away.
Thank you, Jeff. I appreciate it. And welcome everyone to the first drone competition that we have for the North Carolina Educator UAS cohort. My name is Morgan Crawford. I'm with the North Carolina Business Committee for Education. We're out of the governor's office. We have a lot of fun initiatives. This cohort in particular spun out of the STEM Connect conference that we had last November. And so we do professional development. We also do a lot of career awareness, exploration, experience for students, connecting students to careers. We're excited to have you guys, Southwest Edgecombe High School. Appreciate that. You competing today. I'm looking forward to an exciting competition and seeing you complete the missions. I wanted to also say thank you to our 2 judges this morning. We have Chris Turpin of Bridge Tech, and we also have TC Freeman with the North Carolina Department of Transportation. And a thank you as well to Jeff Epps of Emerald City and Paul Rossi of 910 Drones, who are leading the cohort and competition. And last but not least, a special thank you to our sponsor. Bridge Tech is sponsoring this event. Welcome, everyone, and good luck, team.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Morgan. And so what we're going to do now is we're going to have, let's see here, Ms. Wimmer, I'm going to have you come up, introduce yourself, and then have your students introduce themselves as well.
Yes, I'm April Wimmer. This is actually an Air Force JROTC class. So we are here at Southwest Edgecombe High School in Pine Cobs, North Carolina. I retired from the Air Force after 21 years and doing this. We'll get it over to the team. They're the real superstars of this. So our team leader, Cadet Austin McNeil.
Hi, I'm Cadet McNeil. I'm the team leader. And then I'm Austin McNeil. Hi, I'm Cadet Fuku. I'm in Shakia.
You're gonna be our coder today, right?
Okay.
Me?
I'm Cadet Perdomo.
Just keep going. Let's get started. Let's have some fun.
I'm Cadet Sabam. Joanna Sabam.
Excellent. Well, it's a pleasure to meet you all, and good luck in the competition today. All right, so what I'm going to do now is quickly go over some rules. All right, so I'm going to switch over my screen, and let me get to the actual screen with the missions. There we go. Okay, so let's talk about scoring real quick. I didn't mean to share. I wanted to present. There we go. Okay, so this is the scoring rubric for today, Southwest. If your drone will be measured by its distance from the mission pad, and it will be measured by me, the flight zone manager.
So we don't see the rubrics. We still see the coding screen.
Oh, wait a minute. It says sharing is paused. Why is my sharing paused? That's not good. I hate when that happens. Okay, let's try this again. All right, how about now?
Yes, sir.
All right, there we go. All right, yay, Zoom. Okay, so if the drone's distance from the waypoint is greater than 12 inches, you will receive a score of 1. If it's between 12 and 10 inches, you will receive a score of 2. If the drone's distance from the waypoint is between 8 and 10 inches, you will receive a score of 3. If it is 6 to 8 inches, within 6 to 8 inches, you will receive a score of 4. If the drone's distance, if the drone's distance from the waypoint is between 4 to 6 inches, you will receive a score of 6. If the drone's distance from the waypoint is between 2 to 4 inches, the team will receive a score of 8. And if the drone's distance from the waypoint is between 0 and 2 inches, you will receive a score of 10. Are there any questions with regard to this slide?
Sir.
Okay. In terms of more scoring, the judges will evaluate your overall communication and effective use of all available resources. And I'll talk about what those resources are in just a moment. For flight crew personnel to assure safe and efficient operation, reducing error, avoiding stress, and increasing efficiency. The judge will assign a score between 1 to 5 in half increments for the following criteria. Communications, how well you talk to each other. We're going to be listening, right? The judges will be listening to how well you communicate with each other. So you'll make sure that you do speak up clearly. And judges, at any time, if there's some clarification that you need on something, please chime in. And of course, use of resources, how well they'll be monitoring how effectively you are working together and supporting one another throughout missions. And they'll be looking for how well you use the resources available to you, the written instructions, the flight zone map, me, the flight zone manager, and how well you communicate as a team and as a coach. Are there any questions there?
No, sir.
All right, so now let's go ahead and let's establish a couple of housekeeping things. So for example, you should be able to see the camera with me on it, okay? I'm going to do a couple of things. I'm first going to spotlight this so it stays on throughout our session. And I'm going to swap my camera over for the grid. So now you should be seeing the grid. You should see a drone in the middle of the floor. Can you see the drone where I'm standing?
Yes.
Okay. There is a waypoint here. This is waypoint 2. Can you see that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. This is waypoint 3. Can you see waypoint 3?
Yes, sir.
Okay. This is waypoint 4. I'm standing in front of waypoint 4. Can you see it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And of course, this is waypoint 5. Can you see it?
Yes, sir.
Excellent. So that's one of the resources you will have access to is the main camera. There is yet a second camera, and that camera is here. Can you see the camera with my hand in front of it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is your secondary roaming camera. At any time, if you need to see a close-up view of where the drone has landed. So for example, if you say, Mr. Epps, we need a closer view to look at the angle of where the drone is to the waypoint. I can move that camera as close to the drone as you need, but you have to request it. Okay, this is one of your resources that we talk about. Otherwise, the drone camera will be mounted right here with a view of the far waypoints. So remember, that is one of your resources. Last but not least, you have in your mission kit on slide 8, you have a mission grid. And it's showing you what the actual dimensions of the grid are.
So do I have that mission kit?
Say again?
Do I have that mission kit? I'm not sure.
No, ma'am, you do not. This will be they will read and visualize this online.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. Very good question. And then, of course, we've provided you with a compass in case you need to look at an angle or a heading for your drone. Any questions thus far?
No, sir.
Okay, so what I'm going to do now is put up mission number 1. And let's see, I'm going to give control to your PC. Will the coder please step up?
You got this.
Okay, coder, I need you to read the mission aloud. Go ahead and read the mission aloud.
Mission 1. The drone must take off from waypoint 1, fly forward about 6 feet between waypoints 3 and 4, fly backwards to waypoint 1.
Okay. Do you have any questions regarding the wording of the mission?
No, sir.
Okay, you may now collaborate with your team. And down at the very bottom, can you see the drone block screen? I mean, the drone blocks icon, very bottom.
Yes, sir.
Okay, whenever you're ready, simply click on that icon and switch over to the drone block screen, and you are able to flip between both of these screens in order to code your mission. And with that, you may begin.
Right. Pull this forward. You guys talk, I'll hold it.
All right, so drone must take off from waypoint 1, fly forward about 6 feet. So I think that's actually fly forward 6 feet, waypoint 3 and 4, and then fly backward to waypoint 1. So we're looking at takeoff. Fly forward 6 feet, and then fly backward 6 feet, and then land. Was that about right? Forward 6 feet.
Remember we talked about just step to a step, right?
How about where I take off. I'm just gonna use the okay? For the abbreviation. What measurements is it? This one, navigations. People got to. Alright, fly forward 6 feet.
Just straight.
Yeah, that's cool. Fly backwards 6 feet. Fine. All right, you can go to the double. Here's the paper without the mats. They're in inches. Switch them. Maybe switch the. Yeah, so you go.
You step to a step.
Okay, 6 feet. Yeah, 6 feet into inches. All right, so 5 forward 7. We'll take off 5 forward. Fly backwards.
So fly backwards 72 inches.
Mr. Epps, is the drone centered on waypoint 1?
It most certainly is.
Thank you, sir.
Would you like to see the map again? With the directions?
What's the direction?
Are you good? You got the mission, you got the map.
All right, and then here it's take off, fly forward, fly backwards. And fly. Those are our major. Now, can you switch back to the PowerPoint? It's all.
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
1, 4. All right.
Does that mean exactly in 73?
No. It's like about 6 feet between 3 and 4, but that's at 8 feet.
So
So does that have to be direct?
is it just 6 feet?
Mr. Epps,
Yes, ma'am.
does the drone have to be directly between waypoints 3 and 4, or does it need to be about 6 feet?
It needs to be about six. Read when you look at the mission, it says it needs to fly forward about 6 feet between between waypoints 3 and 4. So that's all the information I can give you.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
All right.
All right, ladies. So at this time, the drone has been turned on. Let's go ahead and connect to the drone via Wi-Fi. Bottom right-hand corner, you should see the little network symbol. Over to your right one. Yep, over to the right. Over one more, right about there. Come on over right there, that icon with the little computer. There you go. Yep, that one. Click on there. There's your drone up at the top. Excellent. Click on that and click connect. Now, up in the upper right-hand corner, you should see the word Tello in blue. Yep, click on that, and we will click connect. Awesome. Okay. My battery didn't change on the drone. Give me 1 second. Let me just make sure that everything's okay there. 1 second. Sometimes it can be a little tricky. What we don't want is a failed launch. There we go. All right. And ladies, when you are ready, you can go ahead and launch your mission.
All right.
Okay, the drone is up. The drone flies forward about 6 feet. It flies backwards about 6 feet. Okay, ladies, right now, based on where the drone is, you are about 2 feet away from the target. What would you like to do? Would you like a second attempt? And is there any resource that I can provide for you?
We would like to try a second attempt, sir.
Okay, and is there anything else you need?
Not at this time, sir.
All right, I will replace the drone back on the landing pad, and you can now make your adjustments to your mission.
We should adjust like backwards.
And when you are ready, you may launch your mission, relaunch your mission.
Yes.
Okay, we have a successful launch. The drone is up. The drone goes forward about 6 feet. And it backs up. How about that? Wow. Ladies, your drone is within 6 inches of the target. That is going to yield you a score of 4 for this mission. Congratulations. All right. So we're now going to, if you would, clear out the code for your existing mission. Excellent. And yep, bring it down just a little bit more into the trash.
Can't see the trash can for the Zoom.
Okay. Oh, no worries. No worries. I got you. There we go. All right. And I'm going to go ahead and switch you back over to mission number 2. And you are now free to proceed with mission number 2.
Take off waypoint 1, draw right about 8 feet to waypoint 5, draw 4 about 8 feet to waypoint 4, and from left about 3 feet between waypoints 3 and 4, draw backwards to waypoint.
All right, so take off. Take off. So I let's look up. So after you fly right, 3 feet, what's the next minute? What's 20 feet? Upward 8 feet. Fly left. Fly left. Fly left about 3 feet. Backwards towards one. Yeah. Back. This is fly back. It doesn't say how much. Yeah, you pull up the map. Yeah. Map is 8 feet by 7 feet. So it should be right behind. So where is your camera facing when you take off? How are you flying? Maybe you should do it in 6 or 7. Yeah. All right. So that'll be right 36. No. Slide forward 96. 96. And then 96 is
What did it say?
It says flat forward 8 feet. From left, 36 inches again. And 5 backward, 6 feet, 72 inches.
What far does it say to fly back?
Yes. It's
Fly back. How do you arrive at your? Why'd you choose? Okay.
put it out now.
Okay.
Okay, let me know when you're ready to launch, ladies. We'll get you reconnected to the drone.
Ready to launch, sir.
All right, here we go. Okay, launch when ready, ladies. Okay, we have a successful launch. The drone moves to the right. It's now going forward. It now moves to the left, flies backwards.
You need to adjust. Sorry, you need to do more.
Okay, ladies, if you look and see where the drone landed, can you see that from the camera?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so right now, from the belly of the drone to the middle of the landing of the waypoint, you are about 2.5 feet off to the right of the landing pad. Okay, to the right of the landing pad, 2.5 feet. What would you like to do? Would you like another attempt? And are there any other resources I can get for you?
We'd like to reattempt, sir.
All right.
All right, that's definitely. All right. I want to add about 5. We find what, yeah, we landed at about 2.5.
So it's 30 inches. 38 inches plus. Inches.
For right now.
Are you giving the same for flat forward?
Okay, and ladies, whenever you're ready, the drone is still on. You are free to launch. Okay, the drone is up. We have a successful launch. Looks good. Drone is now going to fly forward. Okay, so based on where the drone is located, it is far out of the reach of the target. It is approximately 6 feet
Okay.
away from the target. Judges, this particular mission will receive a score of 1. Of 1. All right, ladies, great job on that. We're going to now switch you over to mission 3. If you would, go ahead and clear out the code that you have. There you go. Excellent. Excellent. Okay, and if we could switch back over to the slides, and we will now proceed to mission 3. Please begin with mission 3.
Almost 10,000 waypoint and fly forward about 3 feet, turn left, fly forward, and land at waypoint. So, need to take off the waypoint, fly forward.
Okay, you can begin coding your mission.
Turn left. Fly forward. Okay, yeah, that.
Read that, notice that. Maybe everything all at once, sort of like that. Use that, notice that thing.
One second. Guys, go to take off. Do you mind moving to the compass?
Running off when you see a 90-degree angle.
Yes. So we're gonna, y'all are. I gotta try to figure out how to find.
Pull your mission back.
Starting at
Hey, calm. I need that late. So we will be.
We have now reached the 30-minute mark of the competition.
So that would be, yeah, that would be the. You need to, yeah. I think it'd be really hard. Because we're mid in the center. Center, school.
You can use your resources too. You want to pretend you're the drone and take off on forward.
We're in the center of the map here. You're. And how the question is how far are you? 10:41 degrees. Oh, we're gonna ask if we can measure.
Yes, ask. He can do is tell you now.
Are we able to measure the middle of the flying area to the third waypoint?
Are you able to say that one more time?
Are we able to measure the middle of the flying area to waypoint 3?
The middle of the flying area based on the, so do you need a photograph of the, are you asking for a visual of the grid in terms of a video picture, or when you say measure, what do you?
I think I can figure it out. Just graph it. Never mind, sir. We're just gonna graph it.
Okay,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
Where do we? So yeah. I. Yeah. The same. Yeah. Or are we? Oh, I can. Seven, three and a half. So, like origin, figure out when we get the measurements. And then I'll. Yeah, so how many we can. Somewhere to. This is where we are. 4. 4 over. find that. This 0.875. Well, this is 8 feet and this is 4 feet. This is 7. We're like half 3.5 feet. 4. So I don't even think we would guess home. Yeah, fun forward. 48. Yeah. Yeah, 48. I'm not. Got your back. We're ready for confirmation.
All right, I'll get you connected to the drone. Okay, ladies, launch when you are ready. Okay, we have a successful launch. Drone flies forward, takes its angle, flies forward. Okay, ladies, based on your angle and where the drone landed, the belly of the drone is about 3.5 feet from the waypoint. 3.5 feet from the waypoint.
If we adjust our first fly forward, then we're gonna need to adjust our ankles.
So are you saying you'd like another attempt?
Yes, sir. I'm sorry. Yes.
Oh, no worries. All right, I am replacing the drone. You're free to adjust your code.
Fly forward, look at your vision. On the red, please.
Or we can change our degrees and chop on the fly. It's about 4 feet. It doesn't say how.
Okay.
Oh, right. Our angle was right. The forward was right.
You might be loud enough.
judges hearing.
I mean, this is. He's unclear about how to get off of the added level. That's what we'll be able to hit. Add this to this one. Oh, it's a 7, right? That's the one. What?
Another mission.
What was our?
Six. That's so wow. 4. Yeah.
So, yeah. Because it was 45 feet an hour accident. So. Let's take 30 out of 45. We're adding an extra foot. So it should be 5 forward, 6, yeah, 60 inches. Y'all left 30 degrees, and 5 forward.
You think that 5 feet is about? Maybe judges. Let's make a decision.
All right, so we're ready to launch our mission.
All right. We'll get you connected here. Okay, ladies, the mission is ready to launch whenever you get ready. We have a successful launch. Okay. Oh, good angle. Nice, okay. The drone is within 2 feet of the target. At this point, judges, second attempt, this mission will receive a score of 1. Ladies, you have one more mission to complete. We have approximately 15 minutes to do so. Clear out your code and proceed to mission number 4.
All right. John Lewis take off 1.1 and right by forward and left for 5 seconds. Then take on back right by forward.
That code step.
Take off. I'm already on them. I'm figuring out how far we need to go for this part. Yeah, so we can hear you. Down, like, zeros. And then we'll say.
Take it. Good planning.
Eight times eight is what? Wow. That's 56. 8 times 8 is like, okay. Well, actually, 66. No, it's 4. No, the wedding is to 0, so we don't. What's that's it. Where you're at. Yeah, because we might have to. Good job, we can.
Okay, we have about 10 minutes left. 10 minutes left.
We have to fly forward.
It's possibly, and we went by. Yeah. So what I'm at, to the second one. All right, first one, yes, Mr.
So when you talk about the first law. You're supposed to turn on. Okay, you have to.
Alright, wait, do you have? You put the company before you go to number, because are you? Give 30-degree, yeah. Right here? Yeah, 30 degrees, because I think this is a 90 degree. Supposed to be. Other than that, I don't have. Sorry? We're gonna apply for 8.5 weeks, so that's 8.5. 7. That is it 86 or 84? It's a 96. 96 plus 6 is 1. 120. Right, people of the conversation. So once our CEO, right, to get to you, so we're gonna have to do already basically fixing 30. All right, I think that's gonna be a 243. 240. That's not right. Already wasting 30.
So hold on your drone, take off, I'll take off, turn, fly forward, what do you want me to do? How far am I on?
240. What is like this? Like, all right, go ahead and put 240 in. If the only issue is our angle, we'll adjust them up. Make it 8. Yeah, make it 8 because it's yeah, 8. 8. Well, 96. All right. So we're ready to launch our mission.
All righty, here we go. We have our connection. We are now connected to the drone. Ladies, launch when you are ready.
Launch the mission.
We have a successful launch. The drone flies forward. Oh, nice angle. Okay. Okay, you should be able to see the distance from where the drone is to the first waypoint. The drone is now going to take back off. going to rotate. And now it is going to fly forward and land. So it's easy to say that the drone is way over the threshold for scoring. It is about somewhere between 7 and 7.5 feet from the target. What would you like to do, Southwest?
We would like to attempt one more time, sir.
Yes, yes, ma'am. I am placing the drone back into the takeoff pod, and you have approximately 4 minutes.
Here's the other. Needs to turn. Go back to the other compass.
Why does it need to turn first?
It only turns 8.3 instead of
Going all the way around.
we changing it to what
Did he turn all the way around?
So 30. We were at 30. We'll change. Yeah.
Oh, what is the relationship to waypoint 2? What is the relationship? This waypoint where you're at?
Here's a.
Is it straight in front of it, straight behind it?
Straight behind it. I can
Like the opposite, forward, back?
Okay, you keep that. I can figure out how far the middle.
Right, you got about 2 minutes.
You think it's type work? Yeah. Wait, hold on. At 30, you can get it.
We now have 2 minutes.
Turn around.
So, hold on. Go back real quick. Okay, go ahead. Do your second, do your second.
Okay. 1580.
And you may launch when ready, ladies.
All right. Launch. 108. All right. 108.
You have less than 1 minute.
Sir, we're ready to launch our mission.
All right, go ahead and launch when ready. You are clear to launch. We have a successful launch. Okay. 4, 3, 2, 1. The drone will relaunch. Okay, the drone in its landing is about 3.5 feet from the target. That will receive a score of 1. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, and ladies of Southwest Edgecombe, you've done an excellent job. Let me switch the video over here. Excellent job you've done today. I'm very impressed not only with your knowledge of coding, but your teamwork. It really sounded like I was sitting, and if I close my eyes, I was listening to a conversation between Space Force astronaut engineers, to tell you the truth. So at this time, I would like to bring forth our two judges, Mr. T.C. Freeman and Mr. Chris Turpin. T.C., if you will begin, would you introduce yourself and provide any feedback?
Absolutely. Thanks so much for participating. It's been a blast. I'm TC Freeman with the Division Aviation, a part of NCDOT, and I'm a manned and unmanned pilot involved with safety and education. So let me ask a question. I know you have a larger group there. Did you select kind of a team lead, or did that just happen naturally, or was it based on rank or anything like that?
Well, I don't think it was formally stated, but it was beknownst to all.
Okay, so probably your leader naturally developed. That happens in group dynamics a lot of times. One thing in professional flight crews, it's part of crew resource management, and it's about the team. If you notice, like an airline crew can actually work as a captain and first officer, and this is not like an ego thing, by the way. You know, I want to be the leader. It's that you're designating who is the leader for that mission. And the great thing is you can actually swap out half of the crew or intermix to a different crew, and they still operate exactly the same. So just keep that in mind, that you might want to consider establishing that lead, especially with a bigger group. But I have to say, it's obvious that you guys get along and interact and that sort of thing. So it was great the way you asked for alternatives. You know, you asked Jeff to move things around to different, documents, and you switched over. You spent a good amount of time, I thought, in a positive way, looking at the mission itself and going over that. Were you guys graphing that? It's hard to see at the little screen. Graphing that out, or did you? How did you go about deciding how the mission was to be flown? Was it drawing it or walking it out, or what did that look like?
Yes, sir. We drew it out and graphed it out, sir.
Okay, so that's what you were doing on the table. Awesome. Well, that's a good way to do it as well. So I noticed there was some gaps of silence and things that happen. You just keep in mind that all silence isn't bad, but sometimes you need that person, and that's usually where the captain, the lead, comes in to focus that conversation back on solving the problem. So on one of the particular missions, it was off, and you wanted another chance, which is great. And so, but you erased everything. So half of the mission was really good. So from an efficiency and research standpoint, what you need to maybe consider keeping what you had. And you did that on the last one, believe it or not. You kind of kept what you had and you adjusted, and that was really positive. I'm sorry, Jeff, I'm running along. Ms. Wimmer, you obviously care about your students. This is about competition and your students, and no disrespect, that this is where you get the chance to stand back and watch what happens. So use this as an opportunity of learning. And I know you're used to that in the classroom of molding and changing and all that, but this is competition. So let the youth, the cadets, take over for that. So I did notice that got a little bit, it increased as the time crunch came on. I don't know if you guys noticed that. There was a little more interaction. And speaking of group dynamics, when your teacher interjects and says, do this, this, and this, guess what? You're going to tend to do exactly what they say versus working amongst yourself and sifting that out. So anyway, kudos to you guys. It's obvious you work well together, and you didn't let the being short of the goal rattle you. You went back to the drawing board and did it. So good job.
Hey guys, my name is Chris Turpin with Bridge Tech. I just want to say thank you guys for participating this year. It's really exciting to see you guys interacting and engaging in an intellectual way to achieve a goal. I personally fly drones on a side business for videography, and communication and teamwork and planning is a very integral part of that. I don't know if you guys have looked into it, but your Part 107 exam requires you guys to do pre-flight planning, and all of this that we're learning today is really beneficial in that process. So communicating your flight plans and then executing it as a group, communicating together is very important. So I think you guys did a great job today talking and working through problems. And there's sometimes moments where you guys may have had the right answer, but you hesitated to act out on that right answer. So it's important to go with what you know is facts. For instance, the length and distance, sometimes you know for a fact it's just that it is that way. So no, the first round may have not flown it like that, but facts are facts. It's really just modifying the drone material itself. Sometimes it's just off a few inches. So always know to go with the intellectual, your gut, and act on it instead of hesitating. So overall, though, wonderful job. I'm happy to see you guys participating. So have a good year.
Morgan or anyone else with NCBCE, guys, would you like to offer any comments?
I just wanted to say thank you so much for participating. It was really fun to watch and see you, you ladies engage, and like TC and Chris mentioned, just the communication and working together. And congratulations on the job well done.
Anyone else? All right. Well, thank you so much for participating in our session today. As I said before, you ladies, you did a great job. I've spent some time in Edgecombe County working with Tarboro High School as well, and I've heard such great things about the things you're doing out there. So maybe our paths will cross here real soon. So once again, great job. We'll be in touch with your placement in terms of scoring and everything else. Ladies, do you at Southwest, do you have any questions or any comments?
No, sir.
All right. Well, once again, great job and enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
All right.
Bro,
I love it. I love it.
I know, me too.